last time that his phone was on, and so that's why we're really targeting that area.
A Tennessee family asking for help tonight to find a missing 23-year-old. Bryce Evans has been missing for 5 days. That's when he left Knoxville, headed towards Charlotte. News 13's Samir Nefsi spoke with a family friend about efforts to find the college student.
Bryce Evans has been missing since July 31st. Since then, there has been no word from the missing pre-med student. However, his cell phone was pinged off a cell phone tower in Cherokee, North Carolina.
The last thing that they heard, he was going to go to the gym and then he was going to drive back up there. So all things just normal that you would do on a Sunday afternoon.
But last Sunday turned out to be anything but normal for the Evans family.
It's pretty difficult from one day to the next to everything is normal, and the next day your life is turned upside down.
Evans was heading back to Charlotte, North Carolina to finish up a summer internship program at UNC Charlotte after staying at his Knoxville apartment. But the UT Knoxville student never made it.
Just so out of character and so surprising. I guess maybe anybody says that, but we're just really shocked. I've known Bryce since he was 3 years old. He's a great kid, very conscientious. He's in the reserves, very responsible.
Family friend Sandra Haynes tells News 13 the family has been working with the Knoxville Police Department, where investigators told his family his cell phone was detected by a cell phone tower in Cherokee.
His parents, as we speak, are driving through parks and searching trailheads, any place that they may find his car, because we feel like if we find his car, then we find Bryce.
His family now hopeful to find his 2017 gray Nissan Altima.
It's the unimaginable, and they are so focused on uncovering every single lead and taking the time to not miss one opportunity to get people looking and to get people to help.
The Tennessee tag 4LO8L5.
There's not one person that wasn't shocked and is just baffled by the whole thing. This is very out of character, out of the ordinary.
Haynes says Evans enjoyed hiking, which might have led him to Cherokee, adding the scenic views might have also attracted him to the area.
So there's nothing to lead me, his family, or any of his friends that I've talked to believe anything other than that something has happened to him.
Metro Nashville Police Department just gave us an update, and a 24-year-old Shacavius Moore was taken into custody at MNPD headquarters, and we were told he admitted to firing a pistol. Police tell us this was domestic related. There's the 22-year-old tenant with her 4-year-old son lives here. She called family to help her move out. Shots were fired inside of the apartment. The 19-year-old was fatally shot. 16-year-old was also shot in the chest near the collarbone, and the police tell us that an older woman was also wounded. The 22-year-old was shot in the leg. The 4-year-old son is okay, and police tell us that the 3 people who were shot are at Vanderbilt, and they believe that they will be okay.
Will be moving into these dorms right behind me in just 2 weeks, and several students we spoke with say they don't know where they'll be living or if they'll even be given housing. And an upperclassman who wishes to remain anonymous says that housing here has been an ongoing issue. She says it's frustrating because housing is a basic need. This student is an RA, and she doesn't even know where she'll be living in 2 weeks. And we reached out to TSU to see what they're doing to address this housing issue, but we have not heard back yet today. But they've told us in the past that they don't have a housing issue.
It just saddens me because it's 2 weeks, like you said, before school, and people still are unsure about if they can even go to school and get the education that they're paying for or want to pay for.
This student adds they're being offered free online classes for people to stay home so they don't need housing. But the student emphasizes that this isn't a true college experience. And some students told us in addition to housing, they're also having trouble registering for classes this semester.